I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman, I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happen when you give it a fake life and then the ape. I live with birds come out. Sounds like I see.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Jones. Off play action. Pushing his way inside the 40.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Jones operating from the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett coming up the middle. Gets him there for a loss of about 9. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Gone! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Ito Smith, his first carry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Detroit!
On 3rd down, Smith. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Spinning past him, and he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Leopard! Detroit!
Off play action. Jones rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. This is Breida. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
All right, here we go. 319!
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's a Patriot.
56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So now here come the Dolphins. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On second down, here's Smith. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No. Check. Patriot.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch him now, Barney.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half.
All right,
Back to
now,
Foxborough
56.
after
Lucky
this.
56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll look to throw here. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for dealing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Detroit!
Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 30 down to about the 27. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Detroit! Detroit! 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jones to throw on second down. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. That one goes for 24 yards. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Smith. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down. That's caught inside the 20. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll go down as a loss of 8, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. DJ Chark, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
To throw on 2nd down, Jones. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Christian Covington in there to get him for a loss of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. A good pickup there, a 22. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Myles Garrett. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Josh Gordon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Going deep here for Parker. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Parker unable to get that one.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to wind up in air now. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
They'll drop the throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you put yourself in jeopardy.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Now he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. A big play there for the Dolphins. 41 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going up top. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! Detroit!
Check. So let's get this ball back for the
Gun!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Lucky 56.
Jones now off the play fake, on the move to his left, and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Detroit!
Throwing on third and long. Jones eluding the pressure right. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And out come the Dolphins now. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those moments.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Patriots have it. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His sixth touchdown of the season. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for two.
Lucky 56.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Flushed, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off with great anticipation.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Dolphins on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be third and a mile. They'll set up to throw. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 39 that time. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Gone! Detroit!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out come the Patriots. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Shelby in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Desmond King making the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Trying to lay one up deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They were